Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, if you're a school leader, you already know that hiring is so much more than just filling a vacancy. It's really about finding the right people. So today, we're going to look past the CVs and dig into a really powerful idea. What if your school's core values could be your compass, pointing you straight to the teachers you're meant to hire?
For any school leader, this question, it really hits close to home. It's a constant challenge. And the source material for this explainer points out that it's especially tough in special needs education, where the demands, they just require this incredibly deep level of commitment.
So what's the secret? Well, it's a simple but really powerful shift in perspective. We're going to dive into how you can build a hiring compass right from your school's core values. A compass that doesn't just guide you to educators who fit a job description, but to people who are going to absolutely thrive in your unique environment.
All right, let's get into our first big idea, values-based recruitment. This is that hidden compass we're talking about. And the way it works is by putting your school's core principles right at the very heart of your search for talent.
Here's a really key insight from our source material. The best teachers, they're not just looking for a job. They are actively searching for a place where their own personal why, their purpose, lines up with the school's mission. They want to feel like their work matters in a way that truly connects with them.
And believe me, the impact of getting this right is just huge. When you lead with your values, you start this incredible ripple effect. First, it defines your culture. That culture then attracts the right kind of candidates. And those candidates? Well, they tend to stay longer, and they're way more satisfied, which is exactly how you build a stable, high-performing team.
Okay, so to build this compass correctly, we've got to be super clear on our terms. So in this next section, let's just quickly nail down the definitions for two words that, honestly, get confused all the time: vision and values.
So think of your vision as the destination on your map. It's that big, ambitious, long-term goal. The source suggests a vision could be something like to be a leading institution where every student is empowered to overcome challenges and reach their full potential. You see, it's big picture, it's inspiring.
So if the vision is the destination, your values are the directions you follow every single day to get there. These are the core beliefs, things like respect, empathy, resilience, that should be alive and visible in every classroom, every meeting, every single interaction at your school. And this right here, this distinction is the key to making it all work for hiring. See, your school vision is for everyone. It's broad. But to find the right people, you need a specific recruitment vision. It answers a totally different question. Not just where are we going, but who is the right kind of person to help us get there?
Okay, this is where it gets really practical. We know what a recruitment vision is and why it's so important. So how do you actually make one? Let's walk through the 4-step guide laid out in the source material.
It all starts by looking inward at the amazing talent you already have. What is it that makes your best teachers so good at what they do in your school? By studying them, you can define your ideal profile, draft a statement, and then, and this part is so crucial, test it with your team to make sure it actually feels real and authentic.
Now, when you're defining that ideal teacher, especially for special needs education, the source makes it really clear that soft skills are completely non-negotiable. Qualifications are important, of course, but qualities like resilience, empathy, and a real passion for individualized learning, that's what truly makes a teacher succeed in that kind of challenging and incredibly rewarding environment.
So you've crafted this powerful vision statement. Awesome. Now what? Because let's be honest, a statement sitting on a shelf doesn't do anything. In this section, we're going to look at how to weave it into every single part of your hiring process, turning it from just words on a page into a real practical strategy.
The idea here is really simple. Your recruitment vision has to show up everywhere, at every single touch point. It should be the very first thing a candidate reads in your job post. It should be the beating heart of your interview questions. You should even use it to frame your reference checks. This is how you go from having a passive statement to an active filter.
Okay, so you've done all this work. You've made the statement, you've integrated it into your process. But how do you actually know if it's working? Let's look at the key metrics you should be tracking and some common mistakes you'll want to avoid. And here's the crucial part. Success isn't just a vibe. It's not just a feeling. It's data. You can actually measure it. Are you getting better applications? Are your new hires staying longer? Are your employee satisfaction scores going up? These are the hard numbers that prove your values-based approach is truly working. Now, listen, after doing all that great work, you definitely want to avoid these common pitfalls. The source warns that a generic statement full of buzzwords is useless. And if your team isn't trained on how to use it, it's just words on paper. And most importantly, you got to remember this isn't just for recruitment, it's a living document that should guide a new teacher from their very first day of onboarding.
Let's look at this example pulled straight from the article. It's a fantastic model. Just notice how it's both inspiring, transform lives, and it's also strategically specific. It names key values like expertise and empathy, and it clarifies the goal, inclusive education. It's short, it's powerful, and it is packed with meaning.
At the end of the day, this is the question your recruitment vision helps you answer. It's about so much more than filling a vacancy. It's about defining your school's identity to all of the talented professionals out there you want on your team. It is your compass for building a truly purpose-driven staff.